If you're a business owner who wants to get more views, more leads, and more customers with your organic content, then you're gonna wanna see this. I've helped over 47 business owners grow over 100,000 followers, and at the bare minimum, double their monthly revenue in doing so. And one of the most effective mechanisms that has helped me do that is what I call the private video review portal inside of my premium content program, Nexus. Now, what this means is every single week, I give each Nexus member personalized and detailed video breakdowns, analyzing their video second by second and showing them exactly what is working in their current content strategy and what optimizations need to be made so that their content can go to the next level. And in this video, I'm going to pull back the curtains to 3 of these private video review breakdowns so that you can gather the key takeaways from these video breakdowns and implement them into your content strategy today and take your content to the next level. Starting with the first video breakdown of Simon. Now, Simon is one of the best in-person fitness business coaches in the world, and in this video breakdown, I point out one of the most common mistakes that people make in their hooks that kills their views. I go over an advanced scripting technique that goes into creating what is called a linear narrative structure inside of a video. I gloss over the trinity of value, giving him steps on how to make his video more valuable. And I go over how to make blueberry fucking pancakes. What does that mean? Well, looks like you're about to find out.
Alrighty, hello handsome. So, before we even go over anything, let's go and watch the video together.
If your clients suck when it comes to taking action and being consistent, you need to punish them. Here's how to do it with a simple spreadsheet which doesn't, however, make you come across like a dick. Step number 1, create a spreadsheet in Google Sheets with these 5 following columns. Column number 1, the date of their session with you. Column number 2, the client's weight that day. Column number 3, type of session you're going to train that day. Column number 4, the goal for that week. And last but not least, column number 5, a friendly punishment. Step 2, once you've created the spreadsheet, make a copy for each client and fill it in at the start of their session with them. Now, here's the juicy part. In column number 5, the friendly punishment, write down a consequence that will happen if your client doesn't reach the goal from column number 4. For example, pick an exercise the client hates, like burpees, and have fun while doing this. Now, why this works so good is once you set a punishment, your client will be thinking of you 24/7, which means next time when they're thinking about cheating on their diet in the back of their mind, they'll be thinking about the consequence you've set and the punishment they'll get in their next session if they do follow through with it. In turn, reducing the chances of them making the mistake. If you want the spreadsheet that me and my clients are using to hold our clients accountable, drop the word spreadsheet below and I'll send it directly to you.
Okay, number 1, this is so much clearer of a video than what was created previously. Within the past 20 videos, I can definitely say that there is a huge jump from what we were creating now versus what we were creating 2 months ago. The solution is much clearer. It is something that I can actually, it's tangible value that I can actually go take and implement, and it's not like you're telling me what to do, like you were previously, but now you're telling me how to do it. So great job there, and that is a good direction, that is a good overall direction that we're beginning to take. Now, when it comes to the actual value itself, I would say there's probably 3 main contributing factors on why this video would not be considered valuable. Number 1, I don't understand the clear outcome that I'm going to achieve from watching this video, especially from the first 10 seconds. So if we listen to this.
If your clients suck when it comes to taking action and being consistent, you need to punish them. Here's how to do it with a simple spreadsheet which doesn't, however, make you come across like a dick.
Okay, why do I have to do this? What is my benefit in punishing them? Does it sound kind of controversial? Slightly. But outside of that, why would I watch this? What is my own personal benefit that is not addressed within the first 10 seconds? What is the clarity of outcome on either something I'm doing incorrectly, with it being obviously you're going to teach me the correct way to do so, or what is the desirable outcome that you're going to help me achieve the steps that you give in your video? I don't feel as if that either one of those 2 are addressed, and I don't understand why I would do all of this work that you're about to tell me to do without even telling me why it's important in the first place. Then you go directly into step 1. However, I don't know how many steps are in this video, which is a problem for 2 reasons. 1, I don't have any safety as the viewer. So for example, if I can tell you, hey, Simon, here's a video teaching you how to do X, Y, and Z, but it's 99 steps. It's like, whoa, 99 steps? That's a lot of fucking steps. I mean, I don't want to do that. However, if they say, hey, we'll teach you how to do it in 3 simple steps, it's like, oh, okay, 3 simple steps, cool, what are they? You didn't give them that safety of, here's how many steps are in this video. Also, on top of that, I'm kind of just moving aimlessly. I don't necessarily have any prediction on when the video is going to end. And in that even lowers the value to the video because I don't have prediction on what the next step is going to be. For example, if I were to say, hey Simon, we're going to bake a cake. Step 1 is to put the cake batter in the pan. Step 2 is to put the cake batter in the oven. What is step 3? Think about it. Say it out loud. Obviously, it would be to take the cake batter out of the oven. And you're only able to predict that because I gave you the constraint of how many steps there are in the process. With that said, this is called a linear narrative structure that you need to set at the beginning of a video. Watch this mastermind and it'll go in depth on how to create your linear narrative structure and what to do to begin before you begin your step 1, step 2, step 3. That way you give the viewer safety and that there's prediction within what's going to come next. And then directly after this, viewer depiction is just low. So if you watch this mastermind, this goes over the trinity of value. So it makes the video actually valuable. You have the clear solution, which is taking a viewer from A to B. A being the undesirable result, B being the desirable result. And in that clear solution, is that solution viewer depictable? Meaning, is your solution, can I see myself taking the actions that you say to take in the video, and are those actions worth it? Right now, could I see myself doing it? Maybe. However, do I foresee it being worth it? You're telling me to do a lot of work without telling you why I'm even doing it. Because there's no clarity of outcome that you set previously. So, is taking these steps worth it? At this current point in time, no. And you're just gonna go over, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, but I don't wanna watch do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, because I don't know why I'll do it in the first place. So that would be the second biggest thing on where we're lacking within the video. It's just going to be, first off, there's no clear solution. I don't know what I'm going to achieve. There's no clarity of outcome made in the beginning. But then after that, whenever I actually start giving the quote-unquote value, I don't foresee it to be valuable because I don't know what I'm going to achieve. Therefore, me taking these steps, in my mind, as a viewer, it's not worth it. So this mastermind, I'd give it a look. It's about probably a 30-minute presentation. I think it will give you a lot of clarity. Then you have the end of here.
If you want the spreadsheet that me and my clients are using to hold our clients accountable, drop the word spreadsheet below and I'll send it directly to you.
First off, editor, whoever's editing this, actually I know who's editing this. That guy, he's doing a good fucking job. I'm gonna put that out there. Secondly, whenever it comes down to giving someone a freebie, the analogy that I like to use is blueberry pancakes. So Simon, I want you to imagine that your favorite food in the world, you love to have it. It is by far the thing that you enjoy most is blueberry pancakes. But only whenever they are made in the correct way. You fucking hate mediocre blueberry pancakes because it ruins it for you because you love blueberry pancakes. But if someone fucks it up, it's like, you just took a great thing and you made it not great. And I hate you for it. So, you love blueberry pancakes, but you only like it whenever it's world class. So with that said, it's a Tuesday morning. The kids are with you. I don't know what they have in Australia. I don't know what kind of restaurants they have. IHOP is a popular restaurant in the US. IHOP is just a pancake place, for context. They have IHOP in Australia. Amazing. But you go to IHOP, family gets out the car, you walk into the restaurant, you sit down, and then there's two different scenarios. In scenario number 1, the waitress brings out to you a menu, you open the menu, and there's just text. That's all it is. It's one of those menus that just has words. So you read through the words and you find blueberry pancakes. It says blueberry pancakes, there's the price, and then it has the ingredients of what's inside blueberry pancakes. And that is scenario number 1. However, scenario number 2 is, you walk in, you sit down, they give you the menus. But as soon as you open the menu, you realize it's not just words this time. As soon as you open the menu, you start to realize, oh, there's pictures. So you flip a couple pages, and then you finally flip onto the today's special for pancakes, and you can see it right there. Your blueberry fucking pancakes. A large photo of a stack of 5 pancakes. They're fluffy. There's melted butter on the top. On the sides, you can see the blueberries ooze out of the pancakes. There's a perfect amount of syrup. The pancakes are golden. They look fantastic. In those two different scenarios, which one would you be more likely to order the blueberry pancakes? The one to where you can see the fucking blueberry pancakes. You see what you're getting. Or at least you see the perception of what they're trying to build that you're going to get. And that's exactly what you want to do with your freebies. You don't just say Google Sheet, accountability is what all my clients use, comment spreadsheet, and I'll send it to you. You also, while you're saying all this nice shit about it,
chances of them making mistakes. You want the spreadsheet that me and my clients are using to hold our clients accountable, drop the words.
no. You show them the blueberry fucking pancakes. That you make sure that the editor right here shows what the viewer is getting. And you make sure that the pancakes are fluffy, that the butter is buttery, the blueberries are oozing out the sides, and you make sure that they're visually appealing to the audience that you want to attract, and that you want to take action on commenting for these blueberry pancakes. Amazing, I'll leave it at that. So the 3 things to cover on this video review, Mr. Simon, is number 1, making sure that you have a clear creative outcome, meaning that the viewer goes, okay, here's exactly what I'm going to get out of this. I see the clear outcome that I'm going to achieve from watching Simon's video. And if you set that up, then you're going to have much better viewer depiction. I said, whenever you actually get to giving them these steps, not only can I see myself taking these steps, but then also do I foresee taking these steps to be worth it? And do I believe that they will take me to the overall outcome? And whenever you introduce these steps, make sure that you introduce them with a linear narrative structure, which is broken down in this link. And then whenever it comes to making sure that the viewer depiction is there, the clear solution is there, and that it's unique, watch this mastermind. It goes over the trinity of value. And then whenever you make a CTA, make sure that you're referencing back to not a resource, to not just words on a screen with ingredients inside, but to a photo that visualizes every desire that your viewer has, and make sure that the blueberry pancakes look fucking fabulous and delicious.
Beautiful. Let's go and hop into the second review. And if you'd like my help in building a world-class personal brand that brings you an abundant source of predictable warm leads and revenue to your business, then there's a link to Nexus below to see exactly what that would look like. With that said, the next video breakdown is going to be from Mr. Alex, one of the most handsome weight loss coaches on the market. And in this breakdown, I teach not how to change your video's value, but how to reposition your video's value in a way that is perceived as more valuable and glues your viewers to the screen. I double down on how to make your hooks stand out and actually grab your viewers' attention, and some slight scripting tweaks that will make your videos easier to follow.
If you're trying to lose fat, these high-protein chicken, egg and cheese breakfast burritos are a delicious and quick breakfast which pack a whopping 47 grams of protein for just 530 calories, and they're perfect for meal prep. To a pan, add 24 heck chicken sausages and mash them up. Season with paprika and put to the side. In the same pan, scramble 18 eggs and leave them pretty raw. 1 white tortilla, 1/6 of the sausage, 1/6 of the egg, 25 grams low-fat mozzarella, some tomato, red onion, and roll like a burrito. Lightly toast in a pan for 2 to 3 minutes, and that is you done.
All right, Alex. So number one, can we just sit here and appreciate the difference in the camera quality? This looks so much different. It looks so much higher quality, bro. With that said, you uploaded a fucking recipe video. Now, in the previous recipe video, I was able to find a couple things. I was like, all right, we got some clear changes to make. However, in a recipe video, it is really difficult to point out where a huge mistake is made because there's not many mistakes to make. It's very rare that you're ever going to yap on a fucking recipe video. Most people don't have the issue with brevity whenever it comes to the recipe video. So you made all the optimizations that we talked about in the previous video review. So what optimizations can we make within this video? One of the most obvious optimizations will always be, how can we create better looking food? That's always going to be number one. However, I'm looking at this and this looks 1000% more appetizing than what you showed me previously. Now, then again, like we talked about what you showed me previously, it was meant to look nasty. You know what I mean? 'Cause with the way that it looked, it was meant to look unhealthy, but it looked like it would taste good because unhealthy things taste good. So I don't have an issue with that. This one definitely looks more appetizing. It looks fucking good. I love the shot. I love the abs fucking popping out, the titties fucking hanging. I'm loving what I'm seeing right now. So there's 2 things. One was just a little bit of a nitpick whenever it comes to the calculation. Is there an easier calculation than saying 1/6? Because you're asking me to eyeball the shit. Could you just say 3 tablespoons of sausage? Like you told me the exact amount to put into the pan. What is 1/6? And can you do the math on that and give me an easy calculation? Is it 3 tablespoons of the sausage? Is it 3 tablespoons of the eggs? Like what is your calculation that you can do for me? That way I can just have an easier time putting the fucking sausage on my burritos. Not burritos, but on my tortillas. And then, this is going to be the main thing. It's just, How can we make this recipe stand out in a sea of a million recipes? The thing is, bro, there's so many different people out there that create videos like this. So what can we do to make your video stand out and have a unique factor to it? Not only within the actual recipe itself, but then also the framing of the recipe. So, for example, the hook could 100% be unique, and that could be a different way of framing the recipe. As in, let me try to give you a good example. As in, if I were to say, most things that get you a six-pack taste like shit. This is not one of those things. All of a sudden, it's unique. It's a different way of saying it. It's not just a typical recipe video because you're coming at it with a unique angle within the hook. Me being able to spit that shit off the top of my head is why I get paid the big bucks, Mr. Alex. Now, whenever it comes to the changing the uniqueness factor of the actual recipe, I think it's just also building perception as well, or actually making an X factor within the recipe. So what I mean by that is, how can you frame this as this is better than all the other recipes out there? For example, is it extremely easy to make? Are there only 3 ingredients that literally a 5-year-old couldn't fuck up? Is it quick to make? So for example, I'm assuming you're probably targeting people that don't have a lot of time, because people that lack time, people that value time, typically make more money than those that don't value time. So can you do it in an extremely quick manner? Can you get it done in 3 minutes? It takes 3 minutes to make these breakfast burritos. Literally, you can be out the door to work. Literally, work can start. Literally, your shift. I don't know how jobs work. Literally, your shift works. It can start at 8. It can be 7:50. It can be 7:54, and you can still get there on time with this breakfast burrito, while hitting your macros or whatever the fuck you say. It's like, okay, cool. This is unique. This is different framing, and this, this recipe is 3 minutes to make. Cool. Or does it actually have an actual X factor within the recipe? Example, having a sexy ass Chipotle sauce. Now, breakfast burrito, maybe Chipotle sauce might not be the play. Maybe it might be a salsa. Whatever the case might be, there's some sort of X factor that makes it like, oh, fuck, it's not a breakfast burrito. It's a breakfast burrito with fucking toaster strudel and icing that I get to dip my shit in. You know what I mean? Of course, that's not going to be calorie friendly, but hopefully that gives you a little bit of inspiration what I mean whenever I say X factor. What's going to make this recipe different than all the other recipes because of the actual recipe itself? Like, what is the X factor in the recipe? Not in the framing of it, but in the recipe. And that is what I would force you to be the main optimization that we can make, because there's not much else to change. Value per second through the fucking roof. There's nothing here that shouldn't be here realistically. There are a couple little optimizations we can make, of course. Of course, we can make this optimization for the calculations. Of course, whenever it comes to the videography of the walkthrough of the steps, those crack 4. You know what I mean? But do I think that's the biggest bottleneck? No, I don't. So that's why I didn't mention it. And I'll continuously make the biggest optimization every single recipe that you send over to me, or video that you send over to me. So based off this video review, what I think is the biggest lever that we can pull to get that next level of video performance is going to be this frame here. Let me know if you have any questions outside of that, Alex. I can 100% say with certainty you are improving faster than you've ever improved. And I love these fucking videos. Are they perfect? No. Are we gonna make them perfect? Very fucking soon. With that said, don't slow down. I'm looking at your fucking account. I'm not loving the amount of times that we posted within the past 2 weeks. 6 videos a week at the bare fucking minimum. Beautiful. All right, Alex, get to work.
The third video breakdown is going to be from Mr. Ayush, one of the new players in the content coaching field. He recently just took his account from 0 to 10,000 followers in 30 days, and was able to do so by implementing these 3 key things that we're going to go over in this video review. These 3 things being learning how to direct his value to his idle audience, how to script in a way that is not only optimal for the viewer to understand, but also in a way that sets your editor up to make your video easier to watch on the editor side of things, and how to record like a professional and captivate your audience not only in your hook, but more importantly throughout the entirety of your video. So let's take a look.
Is stealing other people's content wrong? Well, it actually just depends on how you steal it.
Cool. So, a couple of things. First things first, this video did not perform well for myself. It performed okay, but not amazing. And whenever that happens to me, I always Start reverse engineering. Okay, I tested something new. It didn't work. Why didn't it work? Now can I make it work next time? For what I noticed within Tony's videos is that his average reaction time, as in the average time that a reaction video is on his video, is 6 seconds. For us, we both put it for 3 seconds. So watch this. That was 3 seconds. You're making the assumption that the viewer landed on the page, looked at everything, looked at you, looked at your watch, X, Y, and Z, and then looked down at this chick, read, don't steal people's content, and then got onto the fact that she was saying, like, she was like trying to make you say it in your mind to the beat. Like, there's no way someone can process that within 3 seconds. So then it's just like, basically what I'm saying, make it longer, and then also if you could have added some more facial expression or more drastic facial expression, that would have been awesome. Now, of course, you didn't really have time to do so because, again, you only had 3 seconds. So you only had one facial expression to do, and there's not really much to do within one facial expression within 1 second. With that said, you could have made it 6 seconds. You could have done a lot of shit. Like, let's say, for example, within the 6 seconds, on like the 4th or 5th second, you could have started reading it, like mouth reading, don't steal people's content, and bobbing your head to show, like, to push it along the viewer's understanding of this is what she means by this and X, Y, and Z. So, long story short, make the reaction 5 to 6 seconds. Secondly, let's watch the video. Let me go and just play the video.
Is stealing other people's content wrong? Well, it actually just depends on how you steal it. If you say it word for word, that's probably going to put you in a timeout. Train Bloom uses this exact strategy to average over 3 million views over his last 9 posts. He simply uses the viral video as the hook, followed by presenting an information gap with a question like,
Exactly how inaccurate are these?
and then he goes on to answer that said question. So here's exactly how you can steal content for yourself and go viral on your next video. Step 1, find a viral reel within your niche. To do this, type in a keyword into the search bar and find a video with over 1 million views. Next, copy the link to that video and head over to snapinsta.com to download it. Use this viral video's hook by overlaying on a clip of you just watching it on your phone. Naturally make facial expressions based off what's happening in the video to make it not so clearly obvious you ain't watching shit. Now you can provide the information gap with either a question like I did in this video, or pick up where the video left off, further explain the topic, giving value. The viral video has already been proven to go viral once, so stealing it for your own use isn't really stealing if you use it to provide some sort of value in your video.
Okay, so a couple of things. First, I want to talk about your recording. Number one, it's something that I struggle with on my day-to-day life that I need to be more conscious of. But it's something I say in almost all video reviews I use. You got to stop mumbling.
Naturally make facial expressions based off what's happening in the video to make it not so clearly obvious you ain't watching shit. Now you can provide the information.
Right there. Do you just see that we're just missing letters and words? We can't do that, and you don't do that whenever you during the calls. It's only whenever I watch the recordings. So whenever you record next upcoming video, just be more conscious about pronunciation and making sure that every single syllable, every single consonant, every single vowel is being utilized within the word. Number two, whenever it comes down to the giving steps to the video, at the beginning of the video and at the end of the video, you're really good whenever it comes down to tonality and pacing. However, whenever you get down to giving steps, your tonality and pacing goes out the fucking window, and it makes it harder to understand. It's like the steps that you're giving, whenever you just remove tonality and remove pacing, it makes the steps harder to understand. At first, I was like, fuck, he must have done some fucked up shit in the script whenever I first watched this, because it's like, this is more complex than it needs to be. But whenever I broke down the script, I didn't feel like there was a lot of words missing. Like, there's definitely some things that made the script a little bit like, what the fuck, we need to change this. But I want you to listen to this right here.
So here is exactly how you can steal content for yourself and go viral on your next video. Step 1, find a viral reel within your niche. To do this, type in a keyword into the search bar and find a video with over 1 million views. Next, copy the link to that video and head over to snapinsta.com to
You're just reading. Like, you're not pacing the information. You're just fucking reading. So there's words that you definitely want to spend more time on. So for example, step 1, comma, find a viral video in your niche. Now, to do this, type in a keyword into the search bar and find any video over 1 million views. And then next, comma, and then you go into the next thing. And it's just like giving that pacing in between, hey, step 1, comma, and then going into this step, and then slowing down your language for things that are going to take more time to understand. For example, snapinsta.com, not snapinsta.com. No. Snapinsta.com. You want them to type that in, and you also want to give the editor enough time to type that in and the viewer be able to understand what the fuck is going on. So number 1, record in mind of editing, because right now the editing is moving really, really fast because you're moving really, really fast. And don't get me wrong, I'm definitely on the faster side of speaking. I enjoy it. However, you can still speak fast, but add importance and ease of understanding, and that's it. Add importance and ease of understanding by working on your tonality and your pacing whenever you give steps. Because right here, it just felt like you were just reading. It did not feel like you were recording or filming. It felt like you were fucking reading.
viral reel within your niche. To do this, go viral on your next video. Step 1, find a viral reel within your niche. To do this, type in a keyword into the search bar and find a video with over 1 million views. Next, copy the link to that video and head over to snapinsta.com to download it. Use this viral
So there's no fucking way that anyone could watch that the first time and know what to do. Like, we're just moving so fast.
video's hook by overlaying it on a clip of you just watching it on your phone. Naturally make facial expressions
Like, you see how we're not fucking pacing? Like, it's just like we're going next, 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 next. And there's no fucking pacing. And it's only within the steps, it feels like. Throughout the entirety of the video, there are a couple optimizations we can make, yeah. We were pretty good about it for majority of the video. But whenever we get to the steps, it just goes downhill. Anyway, so let's get to the fucking video review. All right, so first things first, in the beginning, listen.
Is stealing other people's content wrong? What?
Nobody gives a fuck. You played on morals and ethics in general, not desires and pains. So if you're gonna play the morals and ethics card, don't be general about it. Speak to the individual. Does it make you a dick to steal other people's content? Well, no, not if you do it the right way. The thing is, no one has a strong opinion about is it wrong or is it right to steal people's content, unless their content gets stolen. However, if their content gets stolen, they already get fucking views. So these people that don't get any fucking views don't give a shit on if it's morally ethical or not, because they want to steal videos because they want to get more fucking views. So you gotta speak to the individual and know who you're speaking to. So does it make you a dick? Does it make people a dick if they steal people's? Does it make you a dick if you steal other people's content? Well, no, if you do it the right way. And now we're creating the question in the viewer's mind of not, does it make me a dick? But we're creating the question in the viewer's mind of, well, what is the right way? And you see how we kind of swap that out a little bit? So that's number one. Okay, let me open up the rest for the script. Okay, so after you say, oh, well, it depends on how you steal it. If you just say it word for word, then that's probably going to get you put in timeout. Is that supposed to make me scared? Is that supposed to drive pain? Is that supposed to tell me on why it's bad? No, it doesn't. It's not working. Why is this bad? What does timeout mean? What the fuck does that mean? What does that have to do with me? That's the main thing I want to be answered. This means nothing. And then you just say, so you go, if you say it word for word, then that's probably going to get you put in timeout. Chainbloom uses this exact strategy. What the fuck? There was no transition in between. This is what you don't do and this is what you do. As in, but, like I said, if you just react to a video at the beginning of a video, but if you just borrow the interest of that video at the beginning and then add value on top of it, then that doesn't make you a dick, that makes you smart. Trainbloom uses it, for example, Trainbloom uses the exact strategy. Holy fuck, this is why I get paid the big bucks. Cool. And then you say, for example, Trainbloom uses blah, 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 blah. And now we've transitioned from this is bad, and then this is what is good. And here's what you want to do. Awesome. Then you go on to saying, hey, here's what you do to do this. And then you give them 3 steps. However, you don't give them a linear narrative structure, so I have no safety as the viewer on knowing when the video is going to end. I'm pretty sure you're there for that mastermind, so I don't have to send it to you. But hey, here's exactly how you can steal content for yourself. No. Here's exactly how you can use this strategy and go viral on your next video in 3 simple steps. Step 1, blah, 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 blah. Second to last thing, use this viral video's hook by overlaying it on a clip of you just watching it on your phone. Naturally make facial expressions based on what's happening to the video. Swap those 2 things. Also, I cut whatever the fuck was below this. It was like some sort of joke of like, act like you're fucking watching it. I don't think that it added anything to the video. Sorry, I moved it. Here, the biggest problem is that it doesn't logically make sense. The way that the viewer is going to take this step is that they record the reaction and then they add the video on top of it within the editing, not the other way around it, which is how you framed it. So no, so you play the video on your phone, and then as you're watching the video, make a 15% more dramatic facial expressions based on what's happening in the video. Then take that recording and then overlay a clip of and overlay the viral video. Blah, 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 blah. And that makes more logical sense, and it's how the viewer is actually going to implement the information, not the way that you framed it. And then lastly, you're still playing on morals and ethics, talking about a topic the viewer most likely has no strong opinions about. Unless they're going viral and people are stealing their fucking content, they don't give a fuck about this topic. No one's ever had a debate about is stealing content, moral or not, unless they're fucking getting their content stolen. If they're not getting their fucking content stolen, no one gives a fuck. So, don't play on this shit. The video is already proven to go viral once, so stealing it for your own use isn't really stealing if you provide some sort of value in your video. No, the video is already proven to go viral once. So whenever you put it on your video, you're guaranteed to go viral. You're guaranteed to go viral. And then if you want to add in, you're guaranteed to not look like a dick, but still go viral. You could say that, but the main thing is going fucking viral. It's the only thing I give a shit about as the viewer. I don't give a fuck about these morals and ethics. Fuck morals and ethics. We make money. We make money. Cool. Ayush, everything I said within this video, this is a good video for you to look at. Analyze everything within this video review. Don't fucking mumble in your videos. Secondly, whenever you're giving steps, that's where I notice it, is make sure that you're using tonality and pacing, not only for engagement, but then also for ease of understanding. If you say step 1, comma, find a viral video within your niche, period. Now to do this, comma, type in a keyword into the search bar and find any video over 1 million views. Now that you're there, once you find one, then next, go ahead and copy the link to that video and then head over to snapinsta.com to download it. Then lastly, there's just some things here that's like fucked up. This is just like, you have to transition. This linear narrative structure, anytime you say step in a video, you make a fucking linear narrative structure. This is just thinking viewer depictable, as in, can the viewer actually see themselves taking these steps? Could they see themselves taking these steps? Yes. Is it confusing? Also yes, because it's not in the order that I would take these steps. And then lastly, make sure that you're speaking to the viewer and you have that viewer in mind. Unless they're going viral and they're like Train Plume to where people actually steal their fucking content, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. So, know who you're speaking to. Speak to those desires of the individual. Let's get to this fucking money.
Let me know in the comments if you found this to be valuable and what your key takeaways were from these video breakdowns. And as long as you guys liked these video breakdowns, then I'll continue to post more of them. And if you want me to break down your content and help you build a world-class personal brand that builds your business, then feel free to message me the word bread and we'll take care of you from there.